Hi, all. The prophet Habakkuk, whom we hear from this coming weekend, stands in contrast to other prophets of God. He begins to question the ways of God, calling God to account for his government of the world. Eventually, this truth teller comes around, and with divine assurance, he declares his confidence in what God is doing with and through his people. In fact, our first reading ends with these words: "The just one, because of his faith, shall live." How many of us wonder at times just what God is doing or not doing in our world? From the suffering of refugees to the plague of violent attacks on innocent people, we begin to ask why we're seeing and suffering through such misery and devastation. In the face of these challenges to charity, perhaps we need to ask, like the apostles of Jesus, "Lord, increase our faith." Our faith must grow, especially in times when logic and sound thinking are defied. We must have enough faith to trust that God's will is still being worked out in our world, and that within that will, all things are established. In order for that to happen, we Catholic Christians must unite in prayer and praise of God as often as we can, so that our own wills are shaped, formed, and joined to His. This week, as you prepare to worship the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings, listen intently to His voice, harden not your hearts, and come rejoicing to the altar of the living God. See you in church.